The dark forest in the outskirts of the small moss-covered town of Blackwood, shrouded in perpetual fog, stood an old forest. The locals called it the Dark Forest, and for good reason. Even the most reckless teenagers avoided it, and hunters steered clear. They said the trees grew wrong there, and the shadows moved on their own. But I didn't care. My name is Alex, and I've always loved a challenge. When my friends started telling ghost stories about the Dark Forest at a party, I just laughed. "There's nothing scary there," I said. "Just old trees and superstitions." "Then prove it," smirked Mark, my best friend. "Go there at night and bring something back as proof." I agreed. Entering the forest, it was nearly midnight when I reached the edge of the woods. The moon was dim, and the twisted branches formed a dense black web, as if trying to block the entrance. The air was thick, smelling of rotting leaves and something metallic. I turned on my flashlight and stepped inside. At first, everything was quiet, just the crunch of twigs underfoot and the occasional rustle of leaves. But the deeper I went, the tighter my chest felt. Like the forest was breathing. I stopped to catch my breath. And that's when I heard the whisper, "Alex." I spun around. No one. "Who's there?" I called out, but only echoes answered. Shaking it off, I kept walking. But after a few steps, my flashlight flickered and died. Damn it. I shook it, but the light didn't return. I pulled out my phone. The screen lit up a narrow path, but someone was standing on it. Tall, thin, with unnaturally long arms. Its face was hidden in shadow, but I felt its gaze on me. I froze. "Hey, who are you?" My voice trembled. The thing didn't answer. It just took a step toward me. I ran. The chase branches whipped at my face. Roots grabbed at my ankles, but I didn't stop. Behind me came a dull thudding. It was following. I ducked behind a tree and tripped over something soft. A body. A dead deer lay on the ground, its stomach ripped open, its eyes gouged out. I nearly screamed but clamped a hand over my mouth. The footsteps grew closer. My heart pounded so hard I was sure it could be heard for miles. I pressed against the tree, holding my breath. The footsteps stopped. Silence. I dared to peek. It stood a meter away. Now I saw its face, or lack of one. Where eyes, a nose, and mouth should have been, there was only smooth, pale skin. It leaned and I bolted, not caring where I was going. The clearing. Minutes later, I burst into a clearing. In the center stood an old well, wrapped in barbed wire. I meant to avoid it, but then, "Alex." The whisper came from the well. I shouldn't have approached. I knew I shouldn't, but something made me take a step. Then another. I looked inside. Darkness. And then, it grabbed me. Bony, freezing fingers dug into my neck and dragged me down. I screamed, clawed at the edges, but the strength was inhuman. The last thing I saw before the darkness swallowed me. A face. Exactly like mine. Epilogue. The next morning, they found me at the forest's edge. "He's in shock," the doctor said. "Won't speak a word." My friends thought I'd just gotten scared. But they didn't see what I saw, and they don't hear the whisper in my head every night now. "You escaped, but you brought it with you. And it's waiting."